Ever walked into a room and been hit with that smell? Or discovered a little surprise on your favorite rug? When a cat suddenly starts avoiding the litter box, it's not random, not spite, and certainly not personal. In most cases, litter box issues, the kind that drive owners to frustration, actually start with human habits. This video uncovers 5 small but critical mistakes that quietly sabotage a cat's bathroom routine, along with simple, often free fixes that can save carpets, sanity, and the relationship between cats and their humans. There's no shame in this. Even the most attentive cat owners can overlook subtle details that make a big difference. These mistakes may seem minor, but they can cause stress, health issues, and unwanted accidents. With just a few easy adjustments, any home can become cleaner, calmer, and far more cat-friendly. By the end of this video, you'll have a practical checklist to keep both the home and the litter box in perfect harmony. And that brings us to the first and perhaps most fundamental error: too few litter boxes. The golden rule, a non-negotiable for feline happiness, is this: you need 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra. So, if you have 2 cats, that means a minimum of 3 boxes. This might sound excessive, especially if your cats are siblings or seem to get along wonderfully. Many owners think they're best friends, they'll share one. But while that might be true for playtime and cuddles, when it comes to personal business, cats are surprisingly private and territorial creatures. What they're actually thinking is, "Ugh, I smell his pee in there. No thanks, I'll just go on your nice soft pillow instead." Think about it from their perspective. A cat entering a box where another cat has recently gone might feel vulnerable, like they're stepping into another cat's territory. This can be a huge source of stress, especially in multi-cat households, where one cat might subtly, or not so subtly, guard a particular box, making others feel unwelcome. Scientific studies and behavioral observations consistently link this type of stress to inappropriate urination outside the box. Furthermore, some cats simply have higher standards for cleanliness and prefer a pristine canvas every time. Having that extra box provides options, reduces competition, and lowers overall feline anxiety. Beyond just the number of boxes, consider their placement. Don't just line them all up in one room. This prevents any single cat from monopolizing access and gives each cat a choice of location. If you're tight on space, get creative. Can you slide a 3rd box under a side table, tuck it into a quiet closet corner, or place one in a rarely used guest bathroom? Just make sure it's always accessible 24/7. Your cat doesn't care about your interior design aesthetic when nature calls. They just need a safe, clean spot. Once the number of boxes is right, the next crucial factor is size. The box is too small. Many commercial litter boxes you see in pet stores are frankly tiny. They're designed more for convenience for us, to fit into small spaces, than comfort for them. Imagine trying to use a public restroom that's barely big enough for you to squeeze into, let alone turn around in. Uncomfortable, right? That's exactly how your cat feels in a too small litter box. The general rule of thumb is that a litter box should be at least 1.5 times the length of your cat, and that's not including their tail. If your cat's rear end hangs out, or they have to perch precariously on the edge, they're going to skip the box entirely. Why? Because they want to avoid splashback, or worse, stepping in their own waste. It's a matter of dignity and cleanliness for them. This is especially true for larger breeds, like a Maine Coon, or our older arthritic feline friends who might struggle to maneuver and squat comfortably in cramped spaces. The super simple, budget-friendly fix: ditch the expensive, undersized pet store boxes and swap to a 25-gallon, or larger, underbed storage tote. You can often find these for under $15 at any big box store. They're typically longer, wider, and offer much more room for your cat to do their business comfortably. If you've got kittens or senior cats with mobility issues, look for totes with lower sides or consider cutting an entry point for easier access. For the enthusiastic kicker, you know, the one who sends litter flying, high-sided totes are a godsend for containing the mess. Your cat finally has room to turn around, scratch, and bury their waste naturally. And you, my friend, stop wiping pee off the wall. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. With the right number and size of boxes, our next point of concern is what goes into them. Using scented litter. Your nose might love the idea of a spring meadow or fresh linen scented litter, but your cat's nose, oh, it smells a chemical attack. Cats have an incredibly sensitive sense of smell, far superior to ours. We're talking about 200 million scent receptors compared to our measly 5 million. What smells pleasant or even neutral to us can be overwhelmingly irritating or even painful to them. Strong perfumes in litter can be a major turnoff, making cats opt for the soft, unscented living room rug instead. Think about it. Would you want to use a highly perfumed bathroom, especially one that left a strong, lingering chemical smell? Probably not. For cats, these artificial scents aren't just unpleasant. They can also be irritating to their delicate respiratory systems. The best choice, hands down, is unscented, fine-grained clumping clay litter. Why fine-grained? Because it mimics the sandy, soft substrate cats would naturally choose in the wild, making it more comfortable under their sensitive paws. Clumping litter also makes scooping easier and more effective, helping keep the box cleaner, which cats adore. If you're looking to switch to an eco-friendly option like pine, corn, or paper pellets, that's fantastic. But here's the critical part. You must transition slowly. Abrupt switches backfire almost every single time. Start by mixing just 1 part new litter with 3 parts old litter for about a week. Then, if your cat seems okay with it, flip the ratio, 1 part old to 3 parts new. Gradually increase the new litter until it's 100%. This slow introduction allows your cat's sensitive paws and nose to adjust without feeling overwhelmed or threatened. If you have multiple boxes, you can even try offering different litter types in separate boxes to see which one your cat prefers. They'll tell you, usually by consistently using one over the others. Moving on from litter type, our fourth mistake focuses on maintenance, cleaning too infrequently. Remember those 200 million scent receptors your cat has, compared to our mere 5 million? That means if you can smell the litter box, your cat has been offended for hours, maybe even days. For a cat, a dirty litter box isn't just unpleasant, it's a profound violation of their natural instincts for cleanliness and hygiene. Cats are meticulously clean animals, and they prefer to do their business in a pristine environment. They may even go so far as to hold their waste to avoid using a dirty box, which can lead to serious medical issues like urinary tract infections, UTIs, bladder stones, and even kidney infections. These conditions are incredibly painful and can become chronic if not addressed. The stress of a perpetually dirty box can also contribute to behavioral issues and even a painful condition called feline interstitial cystitis. So what's the solution? Scoop once daily, minimum, twice if you can swing it, especially in multi-cat households, or if you have a cat with a sensitive nose. Beyond daily scooping, you need a full litter change and a deep clean of the box at least once a month, sometimes more frequently depending on the litter type and number of cats. When you deep clean, dump all the old litter. Wash the box thoroughly with mild, unscented dish soap and warm water. Skip the harsh chemical cleaners, especially bleach. Why? Because bleach contains ammonia, and the lingering smell of ammonia can actually invite repeat accidents, as it mimics the scent of urine. To make this chore less of a dreaded task, keep a small, lidded trash can right next to the litter box. That way, scooping takes literally 45 seconds, not 10 minutes of gagging and carrying waste across the house. Make it easy on yourself, and your cat will thank you. Finally, the last crucial mistake is all about location, location, location. Poor placement. Think about it. Would you want to use a public restroom that's next to a jackhammer, or where people are constantly bustling by, or where a loud rumbling machine suddenly kicks on mid-squat? Absolutely not. That's exactly how your cat feels when their litter box is placed in a high-traffic, noisy, or otherwise unsettling location. Loud appliances like washing machines, dryers, or furnaces kicking on, the sudden bark of a dog passing by, or even just constant human foot traffic can teach cats that the litter box equals danger. or at the very least, extreme vulnerability. Cats need to feel safe and private when they're eliminating. They're in a vulnerable position, and any sudden noise or perceived threat can be genuinely terrifying. This can lead to them developing an aversion to the box itself, associating it with fear or discomfort, and choosing a safer spot, like behind the couch. Choose quiet, low-traffic zones for your litter boxes. Think spare rooms, a corner of a home office, or even a quiet hallway that doesn't see a lot of foot traffic. Ideally, these spots should be on the same floor your cat already spends most of their time. Basements can be fine if your cat routinely goes down there and feels comfortable. But if you have an older cat with arthritic joints, asking them to hike 2 flights of stairs every time they need to go is simply unfair and impractical. They'll find an easier, closer spot, which won't be the litter box. And here's a crucial one. Never, ever place food and water bowls right next to the litter box. I mean, would you want to eat dinner in your bathroom? No, cats are the same. They instinctively separate their eating, sleeping, and elimination areas. Placing them too close can make your cat avoid both the food, water, and the litter box, leading to potential health issues from dehydration or poor nutrition, in addition to inappropriate urination. Keep those dining and bathroom facilities distinctly separate. If all 5 adjustments are made and problems persist, medical or emotional factors may be at play. Conditions like urinary tract infections, bladder stones, or arthritis can make elimination painful. Behavioral issues, household stress, or environmental changes can also contribute. A veterinary checkup and calm environment are essential for long-term success. Alright, recap time. To restore peace, cleanliness, and that beautiful bond with your feline friend, here are your 5 essential tweaks. Provide 1 box per cat, plus 1 extra. Choose a large, comfortable box. Use unscented, fine-grained litter. Scoop daily and deep clean monthly. And finally, place boxes in quiet, private areas away from food. These small changes cost almost nothing, yet they can completely transform your home for both cats and humans. Clean litter boxes, content cats, and fresh air. That's the recipe for a truly peaceful home. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps more cat lovers discover our channel. And if you'd like to keep learning about feline behavior and care, tap the video on your screen now for more cat-related insights. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join our community of caring, well-informed cat guardians.